What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to the first and hopefully a series of videos happening between now and the end of the year that I'm calling hashtag upgrade season. That's so cringe. That's so cringe. Why did I do that? I don't even know. But I know earlier in the year I did make the upgrade to have a 4K capture deal. Yes, but this is separate from that. I need more hardware between now and the end of the year for tax purposes, being a self-employed YouTuber, etc., etc. And yes, believe it or not, there are things in here that do need an upgrade. There are pieces of the hardware that do need upgrades this year, and the first one, first and foremost, top of the list, is my monitor is 13 years old. I bought that monitor in 2007. I am long overdue for a new monitor, and so, drum roll, we have the LG Ultra Gear 27-inch, 144 Hz, nano IPS, etc., etc., G-Sync compatible, etc., to upgrade from an old Samsung SyncMaster that is a 1610 monitor that needs to be replaced. Still works, but I need an upgrade, man, especially ahead of that 3080, fingers crossed. And so, without further ado, let's get down to it. I just noticed two-man lift. Well, I shouldn't have done that. So here is the current somewhat messy desktop. It is a Samsung SyncMaster 245 BW. Look it up if you want. Man, in 07, 1610 monitors, all the rage, hot to trot. In 2020, doing video content on a 1610 monitor, very frustrating. And you may ask yourself, but why is recording in 1610 so terrible when you can just change the resolution in Windows? Not every game respects when you change from 1610 to 16:9 in Windows 10. So having an actual 16:9 monitor is going to make my jobs way easier. Let me tell you, if you've done video content on YouTube, you would know that definitely having 1610 monitor in 2020 is a hassle. An absolute hassle. Solid steel construction here. And we have the arm for the monitor. Again, it's hefty, man. I'm going to have to freaking vacuum in here. Crap. What do we got here? Accessories for the LG Ultra Gear. Do I have a DisplayPort cable? I'm hoping yes. That seems to be... That's USB. That's HDMI. That looks like it might be DisplayPort. I don't know. Again, I've never actually had to use that. I've been using old school connectors that were before HDMI even was a thing. And a handling guide. So here's how to get it out of the box. Don't touch the screen. Yeah, you know, common sense business. Now, questions you may have. Why, Slug, go with a 1440p monitor in 2020 when you could easily go with a 4K monitor? And the answer is that 4K with a high refresh rate is out of my budget for a monitor, essentially. Didn't want to go that much above 500 for a monitor. Okay, can I get this out of the box in a reasonably decent fashion? Yeah, it's not that bad. It is not that bad. And put that on the bed for now, lay it down flat, and that's it for this box. We're just gonna go up in the attic, because that's where boxes go. Just in case it, has any problems. Gotta make sure to have the original packaging in. Man, I gotta have a vacuum in here. Your business. Your business, if you will. So there it is, LG Ultra Gear box. That's gonna go in the attic. Let's get this unhooked. Let's get this hooked up, and let's see how much better and bigger things look. Shall we? It came with an optical disc. I don't have a disc drive in that machine, so that does me. And like no case, just loose. That's whatever. And the side-by-side 24 and 27. I didn't want to go too big because one, budget, and two, honestly, this desk is not that big of a desk. So at some point, you got to kind of rein in what you can do. And also, I have a 4K 55 right there. So I'm good if I need size. But I wanted something that was decent and had a high refresh rate. And there we are plugged in. You can see right now, extra space because higher resolution, baby. So certainly some reorganizing has to happen here. And besides the obvious video game reasons, Look how much more room I'm gonna have in Adobe Premiere. Oh my God, so much space to work with. Oh, I'm so happy. And I'm sure some may wonder why buy a new monitor this close to HDMI 2.1 being a thing, especially when the new NVIDIA cards will support HDMI 2.1. And again, I'm not spending more than $1,000 on a monitor. I'll give it a couple years and then think about an upgrade then, but I definitely am not gonna wait another 13 years to get a new monitor. That's for sure. One last thing while I sit in the dark before I forget, because I know someone's gonna go, what about ultra wide? And it's like, bro, I spent the last how many years dealing with a 1610 resolution. I'm not going ultra wide, I need 16:9. And so with any new monitor, the first thing you do after making sure it all works is proper calibration. And when that is done, fingers crossed, trying to get a pre-order this week for one of those RTX 3080 cards that perhaps you're also wondering, Attack Slug, why spend all this money on hardware? Why not buy more video games instead of having to rely on GameFly every week? And here's the thing, when you are self-employed, that money is not taxed. So next year, come tax time, you make a bunch of extra money. If you don't have expenses to offset that, you're going to owe the feds, the federal government, a bunch of money. I'm trying to avoid that. Therefore, this is hashtag upgrade season. I need hardware because hardware depreciates and your tax person can levy that against what you're going to owe to the feds. Anyhow, I am your host, Attack Slug. It is new monitor day, and hopefully we'll have new video card day. And also, I gotta do some dusting in here and rewiring and make sure everything is all kosher. So I'll see you next time right here on this channel. More videos. Tune in. Tomorrow is Spelunky 2. Here we go. I'll see you then, and I'm out.